What's up, everybody? Welcome to Fan Week. This week we're doing fan submitted decks the entire week. We're not doing any actual deck techs this week or anything like that. We're just doing fan decks for the streams, and then I'll be catching up basically this week to be a week ahead. Today's list comes to us from James Carr in the Facebook group, and it is Jun Energy Midrange. So, what's up, everybody? Everybody's shuffling in here. Engineer, this deck seems to be classy, chili, spicy. I do not expect any Tabasco spice flavor, just regular energy jank. That's true. I have a feeling no one runs a Tecali Honor Guard, so you should be good. That's true, James. We'll see what happens. I like a lot of this list. I think the changes I would probably make to it that are the most, like, obnoxious to me would be probably Kenra Charioteer, maybe Vizier, but, like, both of these cards are good in their own right and can be good in certain situations. It's just that most of the time I don't want to be casting Charioteer. I feel like the Voltaic Brawler would be a better decision here since we're in green and red, but we'll see what happens. What's up, Kieran? The link, or the deck list is in the description, but let's go over it really quickly, guys. We have 4 Fatal Push in the main board here, 4 Attune with Aether, 4 Glint Sleeve Siphoner, 4 Harness Lightning, and 4 Long Tusk Cup. Lots of 4-ofs here. 3 Oncorrupt Crasher, 2 Kindred Charioteer, 2 Vizier, 3 Bristling Hydra, 3 Glorybringer, and 3 Cut to Ribbons. I really like Cut to Ribbons in here as well. Into the sideboard here, we have 3 Duress, 2 Chandra's Defeat, 3 Harsh Mentor, 1 Doomfall, which I feel like should have been probably 2 Doomfall and take out a Harsh Mentor. That's probably what I would do. 1 Rampaging Ferocidon, 2 Aether Harvester, 2 Hour Devastation, and 1 Carnage Tyrant. Again, I feel like probably take out the Rampaging Ferocidon and put in probably some Sweltering Suns at the moment. I feel like Rampaging Ferocidon will be a lot better whenever Rivals of Ixalan comes out. I'm not really too sure about that just yet. I like Carnage Tyrant here as well. Might want to take out maybe a Hour or a Duress for a Carnage Tyrant. I think that'd be cool too. But again, I always try and just do exact lists for everybody from now on the fan decks, so we can see what they do on the actual the plays. So let's get right into match 1. Did everyone have a wonderful Christmas? I sure did. I actually I didn't get new ones. I'm just wearing new different glasses now. And then I got a Google Pixel 2, which I really love. I had the Pixel 1 for a while and really liked it. But the Pixel 2 was on sale this month for Verizon, so I was like, yeah, I'll just get that. Play first? Yes. Opening hand, let's see what we got here. Rootbound Crag, Aether Hub. Rootbound Crag, another Aether Hub, Cub, and Siphoner. This is actually not terrible, because getting out of the Siphoner on turn 2 is usually pretty crippling. Let's keep this. See how the layout's doing over here. Yep, looking good. Anyone got any plans for a New Year's situation going on, like a party or anything? I don't know what we're doing this year, actually. Oh, actually, I do know what we're doing. That's on Sunday, correct? Yeah, Sunday. No, actually, I don't. I don't know. Dang, those glasses are bigger than my future. They're just like clear glasses. I don't know. We can go for a Rootbound Crag here, and then the next turn we'll get out an Aether Hub. Pass. Sometimes when you play out a Rootbound Crag, they'll think you're dinosaurs instead of energy, so could be a good misdirection. What's up, Joey? It's been great. Blooming Marsh here. Let's go for an Aether Hub here and see if we can get out a Glint Sleeve. Now, since they have Blooming Marsh, they're trying to probably represent a Fatal Push. We're going to try anyway for a Glint Sleeve. Because we have green mana, we can play Long Tusk Cup next turn regardless. We're getting another mana energy here as well to get back for the Aether Hub. Can use that Fatal Push next turn. Oop, no Fatal Push on this turn, so that's good for us. James, nice, wonderful Christmas here. New Year's drunk commander planned out. It should be fun. That's awesome. Oh, man. We should do something like that. That'd be fun. Secret Squire here. It's a 1-2. They can explore. I got lots of photos. Like every Christmas, I'm the designated photographer, so I got lots of photos this year. And I had my Pixel 2 during that, and I should have used that instead to see how the photos would turn out on it, but instead I used my Canon T3i. Older model. Go for a Mountain here, so Rootbound Crag comes in untapped. Think that's okay, and then getting out of green Long Tusk Cub. Let's get in for 2 here. They are tapped out, so I'm not really worried about anything. This does have menace, so it can't be blocked. Getting another energy here. We'll be using that energy most likely for a draw next turn. Just planning on beating down my teamer at a local game store championship. Got you, William. That's funny. Let's go for a long test cub here. And pass turn. Of course, a long test cub can be a 3/3, so if they do decide to attack in, we might be doing that. But I feel like if they have a fatal push, they would use it immediately on the long test cub. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Walking Ballista for 1. What's up, Elliot? Loudy, loudy. It's energy. That's true. Ballista is here for 1. Let's see. Getting in for a 2/3 here. Now, what they would like to do, probably, I'm going to block here. We're going to put a counter on this. Let's see if they want a 2-for-1 themselves. If they do want to do that, they might have a Blossoming Defense as well. And if that's the case, we'll use Fated Push on top of the defense to kill the Squire. Nope, they're going to Ballista. Okay. Not going to kill the Glint-Sleeve Siphoner. That's pretty fair. Let's go for a push here on the Squire. Actually, we don't have enough energy now because we used it. Dang it. That's right. They'll kill each other. That's fine. We'll just draw a card regularly. Get out an Aether Hub next turn. That's cool. Make sure we have our Fatal Push. Obviously, the attack here for the Glint-Sleeve will give us an energy as well. And Harness Lightning can always give us energy too. We're getting in for 2 here. No blocks. Opponent has 5 cards in hand. Let's get out a Long Tusk Cub. Hold up either Harness Lightning or Fatal Push. Most likely using the Harness Lightning next turn. Two for 1 all day. Yeah, exactly, Shishomaru. Oh, Lord Shishomaru. I just read your name out loud and I was like, oh, Inuyasha player here. Let's see. Sideboard. Yep. Let's go into Game 2 plan here. Update our listings. There we go. Not really that involved in what we're doing here. I think Doomfall can come in here. I think we probably want to take out maybe the Charioteers and the Viziers. I do like Carnage Tyrant. And I think probably some Duresses would be good. Just depends on what all they have. The Walking Ballista play has me thinking that it's a Golgari, like a Winding Constrictor deck. So we want to be aware of that. Our Devastation might be coming in as well, but I don't know I think we're fine actually. Let's hit submit. William was testing my Nai energy and got the wrong end of Sultai with Vraska and Saturday. Of course, getting flooded while having my opponent at 4 didn't help. That's true. Yeah, getting flooded is the worst. Or, you know, getting mana screwed, that too. Kieran, it's all Gucci over here. Was able to get my arm operated on, so the bones will heal. Yeah, it hurt like crap. But I can strengthen it for a first time in over a week, which feels great. Nice. How do I send you decks again? You can always send them to either the Facebook group and the link in the description, or you can you know, tweet them at me on Twitter, or you can even send them on at my Gmail at superherotama@gmail. So cats are fighting over the extra chair that's in the room here. Attuned with Aether, 4 lands, a Glorybringer, and a Crasher. This might be a keep for us. No removal in the hand though, so that does worry me a little bit. Opponent does go first, so hopefully we'll get into something that's not mana on our draw. Nice, having functional limbs are one of the small joys of life. That's true. Very true, Elliot. Attuned to Aether on their side. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking this is some kind of energy build with Winding Constrictor. They grabbed a Swamp. We have an Aether Hub here. We could go for a Blooming Marsh play. Then attune and grab, I would say, a Mountain, because we need 2 red for the Glorybringer. Obviously, we're just grabbing this as well for the Rootbound Crag to come in untapped, though. Hitting 6. Yeah, hope that you heal quickly. It's really the little things that count. Loving the direction you've gone with the dinos, by the way. Oh, gotcha. Opponent playing a Swamp here. 6 cards in hand. Let's see, we got out the Winding Constrictor play. Is that what's happening? Nope, Walking Ballista for 1. Not bad. Get on a mountain here. We could always burn the Ballista for Harness Lightning play. I think we're just going to pass turn here. Maybe use Harness Lightning on a Winding Constrictor if it does come down. 6 cards in hand for our opponent. Is there a land drop for turn? Let's see what happens here. Opponent looks like they're getting in for 1 here. Playing out a Drowned Catacombs. So we'll let the 1 happen for now. Blooming Marsh. Not bad. Let's try for a On-Crop Crasher. The 3/2. Again, not really worried about the Walking Ballista play here. Just going to get in for 3. They can always pump it to 2 next turn and sack it, but I feel like they'll probably want to play out of a Constrictor this coming turn. We'll see what happens. Elliot, did you post that list into the group thing? I would love to look at it. Rishkar here. Coming in, putting another counter on the Ballista, as well as himself. 3/3 and a 2/2. Getting in for 2 here. Dropping down to 17. 4 cards in our opponent's hand. They played a Forest this turn, so they are playing mana pretty significantly, or pretty much on curve. I got into another Glorybringer here. Let's get a Rootbound Crag. I feel like using the Harness Lightning on the Rishkar is pretty good. The problem here is that the problem that we're at right now is that the Crasher can die to a Ballista, and next turn they can pump the Ballista. So we can either kill the Ballista now and kill the our On-Crop Crasher, or we can try and kill Rishkar Renegade, which I think is the better play here. Next turn, get out a Glorybringer. Lost me in defense. As long as it's out of their hand now and not next turn. Alright, we're going to we can't actually exert here and choose, so we're just going to pass turn. Taryn just posted about 2 hours ago on the Fan Friday thread. Thanks, Elliot. Appreciate it. We'll definitely look at that. Homemade pizza is amazing, just saying. Yeah, never gonna. Pizza is amazing. Three cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. 6, 7 mana thanks to Rishkar and the Ballista. Maybe getting out a Scarab God since they are 3 colors here. Could be possible. There it is. Possible and likely. I would assume no attacks here. We'll see what happens. Now it's basically a race for us. They are tapped out completely, which is good for us. Alright, let's see. We're going to block the Rishkar here. Obviously, that gives them reanimation targets. So let's think about that. Do keep in mind, if we don't do it this way, they will be able to just ping our Crasher, kill them both, and then send the Ballista to the graveyard. So either way, we can do it that way. Let's see. Got into an Aether Hub here. Let's get that out. Get some energy. And then we're just going to Glorybringer. And keep in mind, whenever the Walking Ballista just comes back, it is a 4/4 and not 4/4 with the +1/+1 counters on it. Glorybringer also can't do 5 damage to the Scarab God, so we'll have to wait on that. Assuming that these are going to go to us directly. Yeah. wait, is this the Yo Dog It's Glorybringer time deck? No, it's not tribal. Although that deck is awesome too. Had another player tell me that you can't have a functional energy deck without running blue for the Whirler and Refiner. I mean, that's true in a sense, but I mean, we're doing just fine. Looks like we're playing up against a Winding Constrictor / maybe a Sultai energy deck here. Assuming that the upkeep here is going to bring back maybe the Crasher. That's fair, giving that haste. Getting in for 9 this turn, so they'll be dropping us down pretty quickly. Our alternating Glorybringers will help us as far as making sure that they won't be able to attack us frequently. But again, it's going to be a race. Would love to get into some Harness Lightning action here. Next draw. If not, we can always just draw into a Glorybringer again, or play out a Glorybringer again and swing out. Blooming Marsh, if they have a... Let's see, your Hydra's fine. It's got another Aether Hub. Could have played out a Hydra there and had a 6/5 to block the Crasher, but the Crasher is black. We lose. Yeah, let's just lose here. Let's go to game 3 here. The Crasher's exert ability would have made it impossible to block there. So we're going to go to game 3. Let's see. Trying to figure out if there's anything we want to take out for this game 3 here. I think we're fine. Harvester might be a good idea. Hour could be fine. Let's bring them and take out a cut and a push. Let's do that. My favorite, slip into a little Harness Lightning action. Yeah. Play first, yes. Alright, come on. Ah, no mana hand. Come on, Moto. There we go. 3 lands, Harness Lightning, Crasher, and Hydra. I think this is okay. We'll keep that. Blooming Marsh. The only reason I want to put that on top this turn is because we have the 2 tap lands here. Let's get out a Canyon Slough here, or Slough, and then pass. I am playing Rami Red at the Store Championship, the version I've been running since October. Probably going to start looking at other decks. Yeah. Keep in mind, guys, that Rivals of Ixalan preview season starts next week. So, if you have any ideas for a new deck list or whatever, just I would hold off until next week. I do think Merfolk and Pirates and Dinosaurs will probably get a good bump. Maybe Vampires. We'll see what happens, though. 1 mana Duress, I assume. Grabbing that Harness Lightning. Looks like it. Come on, opponent. Bird Tribal. Opponent didn't use the energy. Oh, attune with Aether. Gotcha. They used the wrong energy. Merry late Christmas. What's up? Yeah, Merfolk is already getting a 2/1 draw for 1/1. Yep. That's true. I feel like Merfolk really needs a Lord, though. Blooming Marsh here is pretty good. Getting into a Rootbound Crag is not terrible, because we are a turn behind. I think getting out a Rootbound Crag here is better than getting out the Blooming Marsh. Oh, actually, this is a Swamp Mountain, so it does come in untapped anyway. That's nice. Pass. I forget that the cycling lands are both types, so I was overthinking for nothing. We have a Harness Lightning in hand, so we might want to be killing a Constrictor if that comes in this turn. A Long Tusk Cub, okay. Yeah, still a worthy kill here. Bring back Static Orbs so Merfolk can just dominate. Well, that's true. Let's go for 3 here. The opponent could have pumped for 1. Getting in Blooming Marsh here, getting out an On-Crop Crasher. And next turn we'll have a Bristling Hydra play. Herald of Streams needs to be 3 converted mana cost. I can kind of agree with that. Let's just attack straight up. Getting in for 3 here. Would love it if Merfolk would get some flash creatures so I could build a Simic Tempo deck. That'd be fun, actually. We do have a Semi-Lord with the Robot Fish. That's true, but it doesn't, like, it's not like an overall pump. The only card in the, I would say in standard right now that gives overall pump would be Vanquisher's Banner at the moment. We need something that's a little bit cheaper for 3 mana or even 2 mana. If there was a 2-mana Merfolk Lord that was like a 1/1 or a 2/2, be amazing. That would be my favorite. Cub coming in again. Mountain here. Let's get out a Bristling Hydra. Very nice. Getting some energy for that. Glorybringer's next turn as well. Let's get in for a straight up attack here. If they want to block, they can. Burn a Blossoming Defense. Nope, they're not going to. No problem. Alright, so this turn they can go into a Blossoming Defense and then pump for 2, or for 1. So they go 3/3, 5/5. We could trade if that's the case. Not sure if they want to trade though. Yeah, Vanquisher's Banner just doesn't cut it, exactly. Zacading, holidays were fun and chill. Didn't get around to building some Christmas-themed decks like Christmas Tree Tribal or Rudolph the Gifting Rain Goat. EDH your Fan Friday because of it, though, yeah. Attuned with Aether here, ooh, does give them extra, so they can have the ability to Blossoming Defense, pump twice, and be able to kill the Bristling Hydra, so. Let's see what happens. Winding Constrictor play. They do have Aether Hub here, so that does mean that they do not have a Blossoming Defense. I'm not assuming an attack here. Actually, because of Winding Constrictor, they do have the advantage. Okay. Let's see. Turns into a 6/6 if they burn them this turn. If we Glorybringer into the Constrictor, next turn they'll want to use it anyway, but this does allow them not to have the counters for next turn. I think it's fair to sacrifice the Hydra this turn. Need travel spells back? Yeah, that'd be amazing, but yeah, they're not bringing those back. 4/4, one more. Go to 6/6, no problem. Take it to the face. That's true, but that would make the Longtusk Cup an 8/8 the following turn, and I don't feel like that would be a great use of time for us. Glorybringer here. We're going to attack out here. Going to exert with Glorybringer and ping the Winding Constrictor and see if they have... They don't have the mana, so Constrictor does die. We're going to take 6 to the face, but they're at 7, so... We do have Glintsleeve Siphoner for a block if we need it. Alright, Constrictor once again. Okay. So if they don't have a way to deal with the Glorybringer in this coming turn, I believe we win. Obviously the Glorybringer doesn't untap. Wow! Getting into a top deck here. Nice. If our opponent has an Essence Scatter here, I would feel real bad. They do not. Alright, so we're going to exert both of our creatures this turn. Let's see if our opponent has a Blossoming Defense on them. 3 cards in hand. Can't block. And it does die. I believe that's it. Is that it? Could they have anything else? An unsummon, perhaps. Fatal Push. That's fair. So they will have 3, and it will have an untapped Glorybringer next turn. Alright, so they have 1 turn, basically. Opponent can crash in for 7 points of damage next turn. Maybe 8 points if they have another Winding Constrictor. Scarab God as well. Could be a big deal. Vraska's Contempt could kill Glorybringer here. And give them another turn. Virtuous Gearhulk. Ouch. Not strong enough, sadly. But they can definitely get me down to, what is it, 3? Thanks to the energy and the counters. Yep. It's Christmas. And it's Holy Chrysler. Merry Chrysler. Yeah, getting us down to 3 here. Looks like we've won this one, though. Great games, though. What's up, James? That's pretty well. We're ending up our first match here with a good game. So we've won this first match against, looks like a Sultai energy deck here. Nice. They just kind of ran out of steam that last round. So we're going to count that as a win. If you guys didn't, if I had already said it already, the deck was submitted by James. So say thank you to James. His deck's awesome. Karn Safari and someone else. Yeah, that's the Dominaria artwork that got spoiled. Play first? Yes. We're getting into match 2 here. Opening hand has Cub, Siphoner, and 3/4 lands. I think this is going to be a keep for us. Blooming Marsh. Maybe Dragon Skull Summit first, actually. Yeah. Let's go for Dragon Skull Summit and pass. That was all, yeah, it was there was art from the Japanese Wizards of the Coast site for the whole Dominaria crew. Yep. And again, keep in mind, Rivals does start next week, and I don't think we'll hear anything from Dominaria necessarily for the next, like, month or so. So, I would keep that in mind. But yeah, they did spoil some artwork. Shelter Ticket coming in tapped here. Blooming Marsh coming out here. We're going to go for Glintsleeve Siphoner first. If this is a dinosaur deck, then the Glintsleeve Siphoner is going to be the best play for us. Now, if they have a kill on it, that sucks, but the Siphoner is the best, like, as far as getting an advantage early. Giora, yeah. Jumbus. Wombus Jumbus. Rebound Crag here. Wow, they didn't have a kill spell there for the Glintsleeve Siphoner. No Magma Spray. Or Harness Lightning. Let's go for another Blooming Marsh here. We're going to get in for 2 points of damage. And then get out a Long Tusk Cub with holding up a Fatal Push. If our opponent will let us do that. Okay. Getting an extra point of energy. Very nice. Dropping them down to 18. And then let's just get out a Long Tusk Cub. We're going to represent a Magma Spray and Fatal Push, even though we just have the one. Yeah, Karn looking great. I'm so glad that Karn's coming back. Sun Petal Grove. Alright. Ooh, yeah, this is a dinosaurs list here. Could go for a Harness Lightning play. I want to say yes to this. Glorybringer here. Let's go for an Aether Hub play. We could get out the Hydra this turn, but I think killing the Sunwing is the better move for us, honestly. The reason is because it does make all of our creatures come in tapped. Going to kill that. We could play out a Long Tusk Cub, but I feel like a Sweltering Suns would just really hurt us. So let's hold up a Fatal Push and just crash in for 4 points of damage. Would love to get into another mana next turn for a Glorybringer play. Nice. Opponent is down to 14. Turn 4. Let's see what they're going to play here. Regular land or another dual land. Another Rootbound Crag. 6 cards in hand. Karn is like technically Urza, so I expect Karn to have some more Awakened Urza stuff going on. Ripjaw Raptor. Ooh. Okay, so Fatal Push can kill it, technically, if we want to sacrifice a Cub here. Unless we get into a mana here. Aether Hub. We won't have the ability to actually kill it with a Glorybringer. Bristling Hydra would be fine as well. I think getting into a Bristling Hydra and then playing an Attuned with Aether to get some more energy for a Long Tusk Cub here would be fine. Let's play Attuned with Aether here. I think grabbing a Mountain here would be the play. Up to 7 mana. And whenever the Glintsteel Siphoner attacks, we get another energy. So let's see what our opponent's going to do from this. So we can pump our Long Tusk Cub to be a 6/6 right now. Looks like no blocks. Nice. So we do have the ability to pump our Hydra 3 points, which can be a 7/6 as well. Do keep in mind that the dinosaur decks are explosive once they get to 5 or 6 mana, so we want to be very careful of this. Philip, I'm already over energy. It's fun, but loses its appeal when it's all I play against. Philip, that's absolutely true. I think this might be the only energy deck we'll actually play this week. But I am happy to see Rivals of Ixalan preview season coming next week. And that way we can hopefully get into something that shakes up the format, because energy is just too powerful. I think right now, I haven't looked on it today, but on the upkeep on Friday, I reported that I think it was like the Temur energy deck was like 32 or 36% of the meta right now, which is getting close to like Mardu vehicle levels, back when Kaladesh was like a big deal. We're going to go with a Bristling Hydra hexproof. Now keep in mind we do have 2 more. Yeah. We can use Savage Stomp. Okay, so it's 5. We can go 2, 4, 6, 3, turn into a 5/5. Does suck for us there. And makes a Ripjaw Raptor a 5/6. And they will be able to attack in here, because even with the other plays for the Bristling Hydra... Wow, another Savage Stomp. Ouch. Opponent. 6/7. That hurts us a lot there. Getting into a Glorybringer next turn is going to be fine, but it's not going to be a good play. As far as damage percentage, we can still get in quite a bit of damage this coming turn. 6. We actually get in 10 points of damage with Glorybringer and the Hydra, so we do win, I believe. Let's get out of Mountain here. Let's put some counters on the Hydra here. Get out a Glorybringer, and then we just attack. Correct. Keep in mind the push here will be able to kill the Ripjaw Raptor. Obviously they will kill each other, so we are representing lethal. So they will want to block. Actually, the Attune with Aether would have been able to make it to where the Hydra would have won that situation, so I'm going to call that a punt there. Wasn't thinking fast enough. Ouch. So they do kill each other. We do get in for 4. They draw a card from that. We go to 6. And we pass turn. Attune with Aether there. That's a major misplay. We could have kept the Hydra alive. Gah, sucks. Literally just noticed PK is streaming PUBG. WTF is he streaming PUBG for? Crispy, because PUBG's awesome. PUBG is so much fun. Oh, man. Carnage Tyrant. Ouch. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Rootbound Crag coming in here. Let's go for an Attune with Aether. Go for a Swamp. Play out a Long Tusk Cub. Then just get in for 4 in the air. Should have it next turn if they don't have a flyer. We'll see what happens. I do feel bad about this though, because the Hydra could have stayed alive and can also fight the Carnage Tyrant the following turn. That sucks. Brian, I'm thinking about selling my Sultai energy deck for another deck, but I don't know which. Brian, I think the safe bet right now is probably Ramming Up Red. I think that or the Godfrey's Gift strategy. I don't think either of those will be going away anytime soon. I feel like they'll actually get better whenever Rivals comes out. I feel like the energy decks have nowhere to go but down at this point once Rivals comes out. So if you want to sell, I would sell into either a Roundup Red or into a God-Pharaoh's Gift strategy. Yeah, you like blue-white God-Pharaoh's Gift? I agree. That's a fun set. Yeah, vampires also seem really good, James. I agree with that. Cycled into a commune with dinosaurs. I think vampires will also be able to get a lot better whenever Rivals comes out too. I feel like merfolk and dinosaurs, though, will be the real sleepers of the next one. Whoa, we got a win there. Let's go into game 2. Okay, let's get out a Carnage Tyrant here. We're going to get in, or get out, Kenra, Vizier. I want to say bring in the Hour Devastation since this is a dinosaur deck. I want to say Fatal Pushes will be coming out in favor of something a little bit more hard-hitting. Let's bring in Doomfall. I do like the Harvesters because the dinosaur deck has a hard time dealing with flyers. Duress would be fun for the Commune and Savage Stomps, so let's bring in Duress. Let's take out the other 2 Fatal Pushes and take out 1 cut. Actually, keep the cut in. Let's take out a Lightning. Submit. Solemnity deck for the win. With your homebrew Splinter Twin combo deck. You're talking about Modern here? What's happening? This is a terrible hand. We're going to mulligan. Oh, even worse. Come on now. Give me some mana. Thank you. Not terrible. Not great. We got to keep it. I'm going to bottom this. And pass. Ugh, those are awful hands. Tap land for our opponent. We have a forest for an untapped that. Let's go for a Blooming Marsh with a Duress. Thankfully, we got into another land here. That's exactly what we needed. Savage Stomp, Commune with dinosaurs. Let's get rid of the Savage Stomp here. Commune is not that terrible. But Savage Stomp definitely is. Turn 2, a Glintsleeve Siphoner is awesome. At least we're on the draw, exactly. Getting into a Glintsleeve Siphoner here is going to be fun. Let's go for, yeah, Drover the Mighty. Not bad. That does mean a turn 3 Raptor. Oh no, I hit the wrong one. No! I meant to hit the forest. Oh no. That's punt number 2. That was a misclick. Dang it. Now we're a turn behind on attackers. They'll be able to get out and hopefully get out a... If they don't have it, as far as mana, they won't be able to get it out to this turn. So that does mean it's a good thing for us, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, we can geek. That was definitely a punt on my part. I saw it happen in slow motion. I was like, no! Yeah, Commune with dinosaurs. That does mean the Raptor's coming in a turn late. So that's good for us. Gah! Glintsleeves could have got in this turn then. Rootbound Crag entering. Okay. Oh, man. That sucks. Oh, nope. They have the Hutmaster here. Okay. Cut here. Let's get a forest. And then get out a turn ago, Glintsleeve Siphoner. And then pass. Brian, just want to hold my Vraska and Scarab God because I see their prices going really high for Rivals of Ixalan. I feel like Vraska will probably go up, Brian, but I feel like Scarab God has been bottoming out for the past couple weeks. If you watch the MTGO Finance on our channel, Chaz has been talking about how it's been going down. It probably has hit the bottom and will likely start to spike back up whenever Rivals comes out, but I think that it probably won't go above, you know, the like 50-60 range. But we'll see what happens. Ripjaw Raptor. Do keep in mind that cut does not kill Ripjaw Raptor. Master does give this haste, so they will be able to get in for 4 this turn. I think Vraska's Contempt in the sideboard, James, would be a good pick for situations like this where you have big creatures. I do think Vraska Relic Seeker is also very good. And yeah, I do think Jund is on the rise. Let's see here. They got in this turn. Let's just see what we can do. Crasher. I think using cut for the Drover is fine, and then attacking in for 2 is okay. Let's get that. Getting in for 2 so we can do a draw 2 next turn. Hopefully getting into some mana. We'll see what happens though. Keep in mind our opponent has 2 cards in hand, so they are running pretty low on cards. We are as well, but we have 3 creatures in hand. Black dinosaurs to set. Black dinosaurs would be fun. Like undead vampire, or not vampire, zombie dinosaurs. Let's see your 2 mana. Maybe a Harness Lightning for the Glint-Sleeve Siphoner, or a Lightning Strike. Nope, another Huntmaster. Sunwing for 1. Yeah, so drawing 2 this next turn is going to be a must. Getting in here for, looks like 6. Dropping us down to 7. We'll be getting to 6 when the draw happens. We can't do Hour Devastation just yet. So I think we're probably going to be dead from this. Let's go for a Dragon Skull Summit would probably be okay, but I feel like probably going a Rootbound Crag and trying for a Hydra this turn would be fine. Oops, I cancel. Need the green mana first. There we go. Makes it a 5/4. It does come in tap because it's Sunwing, so that means we're dead, aren't we? We can block the 4/5, and we'll take 4. Okay. We're not dead next turn, but we're close. Godfather's Gift, turn 4, Fish Meal Deck is a real thing. Crispy, I really want to try that soon. I keep hearing the rumblings about it. I want that to happen, be a thing. If Agrath is good enough as a Planeswalker, we could have a Jund Super Friends deck. Kieran, that would be amazing. Shummer, just want to play control. Is it too much to ask to get more control cards? Alpha, that's game. Gonna concede here. Let's go to game 2 here. This is game 3, actually. Going all 3 matches with this deck. Yeah, I think the pushes coming in is a good idea. You're right, James. Let's bring out the Duresses here. Take out probably a Crasher. I think that's going to be good for us for this game. Let's see what we can do. Control decks have dominated Standard for so long. I mean, they've been on the fringes. Play first? Yes. Come on, opening hand. Alright, not terrible. Not great. I think this is probably a keep, though, because of the mana situation we have. The summons do come in tapped, though. But we can try it. Don't hope we get another Tron powerhouse in the form of a new Karn. I don't know. Maybe. Let's go for a summon here and pass. I feel like them not printing a lot of modern playable cards in the format still is really hurting them. You think the new standard will be more mid-range? Brian, I would like it to be more mid-range. We've had a lot of fast strategies recently. I think getting out of their Dragon Skull Summon here is pretty fair. Pass. Having a Fatal Push-Up is pretty good. But we'll see what happens. I do think Azurius control is probably going to be more of a thing this coming set. I do think Merfolk's going to be more of a thing. Maybe dinosaurs. It really depends if they make black the color for dinosaurs. If that's the case, that'd be amazing. So, but we'll see what happens. Bring back Ugin. Huntmaster here. We're going to Fatal Push that immediately. There it goes. Our turn. Let's go for a Forest here. And then pass turn. We have enough for a Hydra next turn and a Glorybringer the following turn, so hit 5 actually. Six cards in hand, 3 mana available. Looks like a Raptor. Okay. You can go for a cut here on the Raptor, although that does give them a land. Let's go for a Rootbound Crag, and then let's just get out a Hydra. And then we're going to pass turn here. Rampage mechanic would be interesting in the dinos. Maybe having some of the cards like the unset having like they had a card that was like deal 3 damage and it was a sorcery or an instant, but the card like the spell had trample, which I thought was interesting. Maybe that'll be a thing in Rivals. That'd be fun. Commune with dinosaurs here. Getting out, looks like a land, maybe. 4 cards in hand. I have a cat sleeping below me. It's cute. William, one of the things I'd like to see with Rivals is the reveal of one of the other Elder Dragons that are supposed to be dead. Has been hiding on Ixalan, building power to take on Bolas. That would be interesting. Commune with dinosaurs. Looks like they put Sheltered Thicket into their hands. Pass turn. Could go for a Blooming Marsh to help build, or just a swamp here. Let's go for a Glorybringer. See what our opponent can do here. We're going to exert the Glorybringer here, killing the Raptor. It does mean that they'll get a mana out of it. So that does mean they can ramp to 6 next turn. Has anyone seen that Rampage has been made into a movie? Is that true? That's weird. Way too big of a plot reveal for a single set. Kieran, I don't know. I mean, we're going to Dominaria right after that, so it could be that he wakes up at the end of the Rivals set and then he flies to Dominaria. I mean, that's not out of the realm of possibility. I think that would be fun, actually. 5 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 mana on the battlefield. Getting to 6 next turn. Island Walk, please. Saw a poster for it in the theater. Nice. Video game movies. When will you die? You're never good, you know. I tore that poster down and screamed. Let's see what our opponent can do here. We have 8 power on the battlefield, so 2-turn clock. Saw the preview for Rampage before watching the new Jumanji yesterday. Oh, hey, oh, how is the new Jumanji? Is it good? Opponent conceded. He just didn't have the cards in hand to deal with it. Nice. We're 2 for 2 right now. Let's get into match 3 here. Hit play. Saw the trailer. Ouch. I want to see Jumanji. Yeah, I feel like Jumanji would be fun. I like The Rock. Play first? Yes. Ugh, opening hand. Why are you so terrible? We have the opposite problem this time. This is almost a keep, just based on... I feel like I want a mulligan, though. That's better. That's fine. Sure. Let's keep. Bottom the Charioteer. Blooming Marsh and hit 6. Toolback with a name like Rivals of Ixalan, I would think we won't be getting any pirates or dinosaurs or merfolk. Oh, come on. Asmodeus and Ixalan? Maybe. Timber Grove, okay. I'm guessing this was in the what do you call it? The beginner decks or whatever. Attune to the 8th here at Forest. Let's go with an Attune and get out a Mountain. What's up, Brendan? Mountain. Hold the Fatal Push up. And pass. I believe this was in the Planeswalker decks. Because this is an Oath of the Gatewatch card itself. 8 cards in hand. Blue mana. Ooh, Long Tusk Cub. Looks like another energy list here. I'm going to immediately kill that with a push. Thank you. Cut and Harness Lightning are going to be our plays next turn. Let's pass. Let's see here. 7 cards in hand with the draw. Probably a 3rd mana. Maybe a Rogue Refiner this turn. I'm assuming anyway. If it's another cub... Nope, refiner. There we go. What do you think there would be their rival? Oh, what do you think there would be with their rivals? I'm not sure. Getting 2 energy and drawing a card? Just sitting here in a swamp with his mouth open. As always. Cub is great. I think playing the Cub this turn is good. We have 2 energy, so we do have some ability to pump the Cub here if they have a Magma Spray, but I'm assuming they're going to have a Harness Lightning to kill the Cub. But we'll see what happens. We're kind of representing a Blossoming Defense, but doubt that they'll use that. Yeah, they're going to try and bluff that. We're going to just let it go through. Another mana for them. I suspect the Sun Empire and the Legion of Dusk. Are those both vampires or what? Attuned with Aether here. I played a forest, so they've already played a land for the turn. 5 cards in hand. Get an Aether Hub out. Can go for a Harness Lightning on the Rogue Refiner to give us another energy. Let's see what happens though. They might have a Blossoming Defense here. Gotcha. So tit for tat, I see. The actual Angrath Planeswalker, not the one in the Planeswalker deck, better be amazing. Rakdos Walkers are always so meh. That's true. Say yes to this. I'm going to pass turn here. Hope for a mana on the top. They'll reach the center of the Orazga, sorry, the island. Just find a small human in a squirrel suit. It's Mark Rosewater. It'll be a playable card. 6 cards in hand, 4 mana on the battlefield. Tapped into a Highland Lake. Maybe a Bristling Hydra here. Yeah. That does make killing it kind of a headache. So Doomfall might be coming in here in the next match. Vizier of the Menagerie is actually not terrible. Let's play this first. Okay, getting into a forest next turn is actually going to be great for the Glorybringer play. But that does mean that the Bristling Hydra here is going to spend some energy next turn. Yeah, we're going to get in for 4. Drop us down to 13. I like how Terran is wearing safety glasses for the stream. Elliot, this is actually just like they're clear. They're just like clear glasses. Like, they're not like the regular ones I've been wearing. They kind of look like safety glasses though, don't they? I feel like I need to think about that. I might not be wearing them then. Question, guys. Rakdos approach, casting approach via Aether Hub is going to be good. Good? What? Rakdos approach, catching approach via Aether Hub is it going to be good? Yeah, that's fine. Right? Can anyone tell me what exactly Ixalan is in the MTGO lore? It's just another plane. Harness Lightning for the Vizier here. Yeah, opponent is getting out of control with all the mana here. Or energy, actually. Let's go for a Long Tusk Cub. Now, if they burn their energy into Cub here, that means that the Hydra is going to be able to be killed next turn, thanks to Cut. But they can make a 5/5 Cub if they want to. They're not going to do that. Okay. You should wear a lab coat and safety glasses for this week, since these are all homebrews. Oh! That was dorky. Invite Bill Nye on the stream. I'm sure he'll say yes. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. 2 cards in our opponent's hand. It looks like they're going to get in for 4. Okay. We're down to 9. So we're really struggling here. Not to say we can't come back from this. We do have a push and cut in our hand. I think waiting on that is going to be the key here. And pass turn. Okay. 3 cards in our opponent's hand. I bought the Scarab God for 22 tickets 3 days ago. Today is at 30 tickets. Wow. So it's climbing back up again. Gotcha. Getting in for 4 here. I hope they have a mechanic that's like Crew but for dinosaurs. Wrangle? I don't know. The main phase 2. Stressful. See, we have a Hydra as well. Essence Scatter? Is that what's about to happen? Yeah. We could go for a Glorybringer Exert, kill these servants, and have another turn perhaps, or we're just going to block. I think blocking is safer here. Holding up a push for the Hydra. But, of course, it does make it hexproof, so let's see what happens. Either way, it's going to be a tough way to come back from this. I think we've lost this one pretty much. Yep. Oh, they're actually going to burn both of them this turn. Okay. Ouch. We could use Fatal Push this turn for the Servant. They played a land. Let's go for an Attune with Aether here. I'm going to say we're just dead here. I think we are. Yeah, we're dead. Okay, let's just concede here. Go to game 2. We want to bring in Doomfall. I think the Charioteer and the Menagerie are going to come out. Let's bring in this. Hardest part about the Hydra play is that we really don't have a lot of cards to deal with it. If we had another Doomfall, I'd feel better about it, but we don't. Harvester's okay. It does give us some life and some energy as well. I feel like Duress might be coming in here for some good removal. Maybe Hour of Devastation instead. Let's bring in Hour, actually. Take out a Cut. And take out 1 Crasher. Let's try that. That does mean our curve is going to be a little bit heavier than normal. Should be okay. Let's hit submit. Hour Devastation, boy! You could cut, then Fatal Push, but yeah, Glorybringer was insta-kill. Yeah, let's play first? Yes. Push, Cub, Hydra, Lightning, Bringer, and 2 lands. This is probably a keep for us. We need red mana soon, but I feel like we have a push and a Cub play. I think that's fine. Cut all Crashers for Charioteers. I don't really like the Charioteers that much though. Like they're decent. They're 3/3s that give trample, but like their onboard interaction is very low. I would much rather have Crashers instead. Grow these long boys with energy and trample over. I think that was probably the original like intention, Elliot, of James's idea to put them in here. I just feel like that they're not as impactful as they feel like they should be. Go for a swamp here. We could go for a Cub or a Tomb of Aether. Let's try for a Cub first. And then hold up a push next turn. 3 toughness blocks Cub and Servant. Blocks a Servant, yes, not a Cub. I feel like Cubs most of the time come down immediately as 3/3s, although we don't have energy right now, so Harness Lightning killing the Cub here is probably fair, yeah. That's fine. Gonna go for a red mana this turn. Getting out a Glensleeve Siphoner. Get that out and pass. Now we do have enough energy for the Siphoner to draw us 2 cards next turn, which is great. Let's just see if our opponent has removal. Terry be like, sure, that's a good idea, but nah. Crash Rush 2, maybe on the draw. Charioteer helps versus a mirror match. That's a good idea. I think that would probably work. Again, I just feel like the Crasher has the better ability, but I mean the 1 more toughness is a good idea, Elliot. It's Theorycraft. They're better at blocking Cubs. That's true. Opponent played out Rogue Refiner, and then they're going to pass here. We're going to draw 2 cards. Getting 1 extra card here is amazing for us. Let's go for an Attuned with Aether here. This is a Sonic the Hedgehog song. I think getting for a green mana is going to be better for us. Getting a red mana there would have been great though too. We could go for a Harness Lightning play here, getting us an extra mana or energy, and hold up the push for a Cub play. Yes. And then we get in for 2 here. If you're in a mirror match though, you may not be crashing in on the draw. That is my thought. Gotcha. Insert dice to removal argument here. Yeah, that's true. Glensleeve gives us another energy. So that means Hydra can come in with enough energy to give it immediately hexproof. Okay. Just see what our opponent's going to do this next turn. I assume they're going to be playing out a Hydra. If that's the case, Doomfall is going to help us a ton. I don't play creatures, they just die to removal. That's why the control decks exist. Jund them out. That's what we're trying to do right now. Ooh, they got a tap land, so that means that the Hydra doesn't come out this turn. Maybe another Refiner? Or just a Cub? Nope, Servant. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to probably kill the Servant here. And the reason is because we want to make sure that Doomfall hits the Hydra without giving them any choices. So that also does slow them down significantly on getting a Glorybringer or something like that out. This is why we need approach decks. No messy creatures, just hard control and watching your opponent die inside. Draw, yes. Another push and another Hydra. Let's get in for attacks first. Jumping up to 4 energy, and then getting out a Hydra of our own. See how they like it. And that does mean we are open for a push or something else like that, but I think we'll be okay. Opponent has 5 cards in hand, going to 6 at the beginning of the turn. So if I play a Hydra, we just Doomfall and win. Highland Lake tap land. Servant of the Conduit. Did I say that? I meant to say Conduit. Last night I watched The Shape of Water in theaters. Really fun movie, but I kept like talking to Jess and I was like, oh, you know, like Pan's Labyrinth instead of Labyrinth. She's like, what are you saying? I was like, oh, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Just words. So Doomfall does mean, let's hit yes to draw another card here. Aether Hub's great for us. That it's going to help deal with the Raptor. I think that's a decent enough reason to use it. We also have Glorybringer here we can use too. And the Glint Sleeve Siphoner can go through as well. Let's see, opponent is at 16. We do have enough to give the Hydra 2 counters, so I think that's actually going to be fine. Terran has a midlife crisis over how he speaks. Kieran, sometimes I do, because I'm from the South, you know, so it's just it's hard not to talk like this sometimes because everyone else in this area talks like this, so sometimes it's difficult. Let's see, we're gonna get out probably a Glorybringer. Actually, if we get out a Glorybringer, no, because the Siphoner gives us energy back. We'll be fine. Make him sack the Raptor. He does lose the card advantage, but I think doing this is a little better because it does mean they'll be losing the board as well. If they block the Hydra, the Raptor with if they block the Hydra with the Raptor, I feel like that would be a bad idea. Okay. Again, we'll be wasting all of our energy here. But I think we'll be okay. But if they have a Hour Devastation like we do, then that's going to suck. But let's see what happens. He does draw a card, that's true, but the Hydra is more of a hard to deal with creature than the Raptor. So if they play out a Hydra this turn, we can Doomfall it because it's the only creature on the battlefield. Now, if they get an Hour Devastation out on us, we're going to be hurting. Why do all content creators come from the South? Seriously, it's like you versus Commander for Commander's Zone. Sideboard MTG. I don't know, Kieran. Maybe it's just, I don't know. There's no good answer for that. You can just block Hydra on Hydra. Get some of that Hydra on Hydra action. That's true. Servant of the Conduit here. I mean, I want to say the Professor and Wedge, they're from the north, correct? I'm not really sure exactly where they're from. I think Wedge is from New York, or in New York. I can't remember. We have Aether Hub here to get in the energy this turn. Got into a cut there. They do have the ability to make 3 1/1 blockers this turn. Let's go for a cut on the Whirler here. Make blockers for days. Make Hydra tangle up their necks. Hydra and Hydra. Oh god. So much porn in my life. Just picture something terrible. Lots of hentai. That's what I picture. They made 1. Looks like they'll make another, I assume. Yep. 1 more? Nope, just 2. Could go for a push on the Servant. It's like tentacles, but necks. Wedges from YouTube. That's true. That is, you're not wrong. You're not wrong there. We can actually, I believe, win this turn, can't we? I think we can win this turn. If we push here, and then we Doomfall another one. Yep, that's it. Great games. Let's go to the sideboard here for the Game 3 match. Huh. Bring in the chariots here. Let's bring that in over the Crasher. Let's try your theory, Elliot. Okay, time to switch subjects. Finally stopped snowing after 2.5 days straight here. Where do you live, Crispy? That's crazy. I wish it was snowing here a little bit. We always get the light dustings near January or February. Rampaging Frost might be good here. No, I don't think so. Bristled for your pleasure. Oh god. It's the holidays, Elliot. Let's keep it PG over here. Just got here, and what a subject. What's up, Elijah? What's up, Justin? We are playing Jund Energy up against, looks like Tamer Energy. Attune is going to be great for us. Push is good. Hour is okay. A little early for that, but I think this is going to be a keep for us. Let's go for a forest and then a swamp or a mountain. Probably a mountain, honestly. Yeah, woodland stream, no problem. Let's see what we draw into here. I would love to draw into mana to make sure that we're playing mana for the next 4 turns. Blooming Marsh, not bad. Let's go for a Blooming Marsh and then a Attune. Next turn we'll play out the Longtusk Cub. Let's go for a mountain here. Get that into our hand and pass turn. Make sure to stay hydrated. Oh. 5 energy. Chat ban for that pun. Votes. Oh, that sucks, Crispy. Attune with Aether. Okay. No, please, I stay first. Okay, let's see here. Let's go for a mountain play and then a Longtusk Cub. We'll see if the Harness Lightning is in their hand. Whoops. Meant to do a green mana here, not a black mana. Pass turn. Next turn will be a cut, most likely, or holding up a push here and just playing up the Dragon Skull Summit. Hydra can come out turn 4, or turn 3, pretty significantly. No, it's turn 4. I don't know why I'm saying turn 3. Nope. Let's bring this chat back to its original purpose. Yeah, Justin. Oh, Cub versus Cub. Alright, so they have 1 mana. We're going to go for a Blooming Marsh play here and go for a push on the Cub. And then we're going to get it for 2 here. Nice. So that doesn't guarantee that the Hydra comes down with the ability to not be removed by anything, which is great for us. Why, Daniel? Justin, if we know anything from Star Wars, having the high ground doesn't mean you're always going to win. Actually, no, that's exactly what it means. Obi-Wan says that, and he cuts off... What am I talking about right now? Okay, Hydra here. Alright, so... Let's hit OK. Justin, you're just smiling at me like, ah, you're an idiot. Hydra play here could be fine. We could feed into... high ground gives you +1 to hit in D&D. I think we win this race. I believe so. I think playing up the Hydra this turn is going to be fine. We can also do Hour Devastation if things get hairy. Playing the Hydra here gives us 3 extra energy, being able to give a Longtusk Cub 5/5, making it a 5/5. So let's get in for attacks here and see if they want to block it. Yeah, I'm going to offer trade first. Well, I'm not going to offer trade first. I want to get the Hydra out. Looks like there's no blocks. So we do get the energy back. Nice. Being a little bit conservative on using the energy just yet, because I assume our opponent will have something like Hour Devastation as well. I are good at these games. I feel like whoever started that, like, the way like you type like that is kind of like maybe like Dexter from like Dexter's Laboratory. I are good at these games. Or maybe it's just someone Swedish. You know, you never know. Make sure we all have the list. Kind Energy is a potential rival for Tier. Hazaret. Ooh, interesting. Hour Devastation means we can kill that Hazaret. So I feel pretty confident about that. Opponent is going to pass here. Dragon Skull Summit. Let's see here. Getting out another Hydra would be fun, but I want to save that. I think using Cut here to trigger a Hydra would be fine. I feel like it should be Linus Torvalds. This guy affords Hazaret but not lands. Hashtag too broke. Hazaret or has no ret? Oh, Craig, that was funny. We could go for a cut here and trigger a Hydra, or we could go for an hour here, kill everything on their board, and keep our cub. I think that's probably the play. Let's go for attacks first. See what they're going to do. They have a mana open, so they could have a Blossoming Defense here. Okay, so if we pump 2, 4, 6, 8 to 4, he's a 6/6. So he could go for a 5/4. Just hour him and attack with the Hydra. We could have done that too. We can still Hydra here. Getting in for 7 here. Yeah, now we just hour. Anthony, gotta go. Girlfriend needs some hardware work done by the apartment. Ciao. See you, Anthony. All right. Pass turn. Getting rid of that Hazaret is a good feeling. Have fun hiding from your girlfriend. Oh. Got engaged Saturday and have had no time to punish Pete. Craig, come on. Come on now. Long test cub here. A cut is going to do the job very well. Unless they have something to give it more energy. Do keep in mind we have Harness Lightning here, so if they Harness Lightning a Hydra here, we can Harness Lightning in response. Okay, they're not going to do that. Let's go with another Hydra. Hard work, wink wink. Let's get in here for 7, dropping them down to 2. We could have actually ribbons this turn and won. So that would be a punt on my part. For the new MTG, I have a dumb question. Can you use any basic land for standard FNM or tournaments like the Battle for Zendikar full arts? Absolutely. You can even use the full art lands from Unset or Unstable and standard and modern. All that kind of stuff. 1, 2, 3. The Glimmer of Genius here. Opponent really hoping for a miracle. I don't know what they're going to be able to do with 2 mana. I think they've lost this. We've pretty soundedly won against this deck. Wow. Very nice. Go to play lobby here. We are 3-0 going into the 4th match here. This will be the last one of the day. But James, this deck is fantastic. All right. The only lands you can't use in standard are the snow-covered ones. That's true. So yes. Anytime a card is reprinted, you can use that same card from older sets. That's true. Oh yeah, and waste. Anything that's like specific. Yeah, exactly what Justin's saying here. Opening hand is terrible. So we're going to mulligan. This can be a keep. It's not a very good keep. Put that on top. Being able to draw helps us a little bit, but having 2 tap lands in our hand is not great. Ooh, this might be favorable wins here. Let's go with a Dragon Skull Summit and pass. Quick question, not MTG related, but I need help from fellow peeps. I have an Xbox plugged into my PC screen. How can I get sound now? I don't remember. Well, I mean, there's a port on the back for digital audio, so you could do that. It was plugged into a PC monitor. If the monitor isn't outputting, it doesn't have sound connected to it, then you can't use it. So, just to make noises yourself vocally. Getting in for one here. Let's go for a forest. We could go for Harness Lightning or push on the Plunderer. I think playing the Cub, though, is the better play at the moment. Since they're tapped out, we just pass. I'm an unstable. Chapow! HDMI passes audio through if the monitor has speakers built in, otherwise use audio out. Yeah. Long Tusk. Getting in for 3 here. Hope to see a turn 3 Jace and he else turn 4 on you. Crispy, why you wish that upon me? Why are you doing that? Looks like he didn't get into a mana, but we'll see what happens. Main phase 2. Having some mana here. Stormfleet Aerialist. Let's go for a Rootbound Crag here. Again, they're tapped out, so a push going to the Aerialist would be fine. And then a Harness Lightning going to the Plunderer would be fine. They're going to sack... Wow, yeah, because they're tapped out, they can't use the Siren. I think going to a Plunderer is fine. Actually, let's kill the Storm Tamer while we have the chance. Plunderer is good, and it does hit for 2, but the Storm Tamer does hurt us if we ever move into the mid-game. Craig, well, thanks. Let's see what I can do on the plus note. The fiance is sort of slowly starting to get into magic. Nice! 1 point of damage here to our opponent. We're going to get in here for 2 points and grow our energy counter. Next turn, we'll be able to get out a Burstling Hydra. Very good. New Jace is awesome. People have it way undervalued for Jace shenanigans. Harness the Plunderer. That's true. We could have harnessed the Plunderer. I think the Storm Tamer, though, would have been more of a headache if they got into more mana. But it looks like our opponent might be mana screwed for a moment. And I'm really going to take advantage of that. Either way, we would have had to have killed the Storm Tamer. But yeah, Jace shenanigans is a reality soon. Let's see, Stormfleet Aerialist. Yeah, that sucks. Get into a forest here. We do have enough for a Glorybringer next turn. Let's go for a Hydra play first. Again, they're tapped out. Yeah, opponent missed a land drop twice. Oh, did I say something that rhymed? Let's get in with Long Tusk Cub here. Looks like no blocks, but I still want to put 1 on there. Alright. I want to see Ronas. Oh, screw. What's going by him? Oh, gotcha, Justin. He played Magic? I'm just kidding. Opponent will be able to get in for quite a bit of damage this turn. And they'll be able to put another counter onto the Stormfleet Aerialist. If they don't have another follow-up play here, we'll be able to crash in for quite a bit of damage this next turn. I feel like they will, though. Another Plunderer. Ouch. Let's go for an Aether Hub here. And a Glorybringer play. Let's kill the Stormfleet Aerialist with the Glorybringer. Bring the glories to its face. Opponent, is it time to scoop? I think our opponent's thinking that right now. I feel like it might be time to scoop. Waiting on them, though. 4 cards in hand. Yep, time to scoop. Let's go to game 2 here. I do like the favorable win strategy. I think it's a fun strategy, but it's hard to deal with. I want to say Doomfall will be good. Actually, not Doomfall. Let's take in the Harvesters. Hour would actually be not terrible. It is a board wide sweep. Fatal Pushes are staying in here. Lightning's staying in here. Let's take out the Charioteers and the Menagerie, Vizier. Yeah, Harvester's definitely coming in to block Elliot. I feel like Ferocidon might be a good idea here as well. Even though they're not gaining life, they are playing a lot of creatures at once. Let's bring that in over a Crasher. Carnage turn might be fine. Why no Braid in the 75? You know, I don't know why James didn't decide to put a Braid in the sideboard here, but he didn't. I think Harsh Mentor might be a good slot there for that. But again, it just depends on the matchups you're playing up against. If James is still here, I would love for him to comment on that, because this is his list we're playing today. I think we're actually okay. Let's submit to this. Give her a Pummeler deck and you'll be fine. Elliot, what are you referring to? Stormfleet, because... okay, gotcha. Great Poet wanted to play the part of a tribal warrior in his latest work. Unfortunately, he was struck from the cast. Then he didn't speak lines, but all he could do was Shakespeare. I can't believe I read all of that. I feel like Carnage Chart might have been fun for this particular matchup, but it's just kind of a card that, you know, they can go over, so. It does hit for 7, though. Said kill the Pummeler with the Glorybringer. You had 11 power on board, and 8 energy to pump the Cub 4 times. Total of 15 damage. Oh, I got you, Elliot. Yeah, I feel like that probably would have been the play, but I think our opponent probably just saw through that and scooped anyway. I'm surprised Chandra is not in the $75 range. Love Chandra shenanigans. Oh, he's not in the 75. Gotcha. Yeah, I think it's just because Chandra's a little slow on board sometimes. I do agree that Chandra's great, though. I think that they really wanted to go with a more heavy creature-based strategy. I think this is actually quite good, even with the Harness Lightnings here. Let's keep it. Let's go for a Rootbound Crag on the play, on the draw, actually. Evolving Wilds does mean that we'll have a Rootbound Crag tap, so we'll be pretty much even. Swamp. Yeah, Rootbound Crag's still the play for us. Pass turn. Next turn, get out Glentsleeve Siphoner. They do have black mana here. How good is Dragon Tribal at the moment, Kieran? It's not bad. We played up against it a minute ago, and then we did go all 3 games with it, so it is good. It's not amazing, though. It's like, I would say, like at the moment, it's probably tier 3, which is, you know, not amazing. Let's go for a Blooming Marsh play here. I think Glentsleeve Siphoner is probably the pick to play first. Next turn will be likely a Harness Lightning kill for a Plunderer. In Modern, not great. No fighting, guys, no fighting. Why did the coffee file a police report? Because it was mugged. Sometimes I wish I had screened, like read them before I read them, but, you know, read them to myself before I read them out loud because I feel dumber for that. No, I'm kidding. That's fun. Opponent getting here for 2, I assume? Yep. Oh! Kieran said he'd argue about it, but the bait would just drag on. Oh! Yeah, there's not that many dragons in Standard at the moment. I thought this was a cyber-safe place. Cyber-safe place. Yeah. Was sad the box of Kaladesh I bought Friday didn't have a Chandra. I did get an alternate art as Kanta out of my treasure pack, though. Nice. Make slivers great again. Charter course. Nice. Opponent getting some good value on turn 3. Dropping down to 18. Yeah, we can lightning with the glint sleeve on the stack. That's pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. Getting an extra point of damage to the skyship, or skyship plunderer. See if they have a push though for the siphoner. They do. Okay. Yes. So we do get a Rampaging Ferocity out of that deal. I think we'll just play a Mountain and pass for the turn. So, good idea on the upkeep there, but they did have the push. There are 4 dragons there at the moment. Oh, nice. Opponent, let's see here. 3 mana? Or nope, they played a tap land and then tapping for a Kitesail freebooter. I'm assuming they want to take a lightning, but we're just going to kill the freebooter with the lightning that didn't grab. So. Forces the push though, you still benefit 2 for 1. That's true. Very true. Let's go for an Aether up here. Let's go for a lightning on the freebooter. Get 1 energy out of that, then play the cub. I think that's pretty fair. Waiting on our opponent. They have 1 mana available, so they could go for a Spell Pierce, but we'll have 2 mana available for the Harness Lightning as well, so I think we'll be okay. Kaladesh Dragon made for an old queen. She insisted that all jam may be made free. Nice. She's a rebel. She's a rebel. She's a saint. That's a Green Day song. Alright. Opponent has 4 cards in hand. 4 mana on the battlefield. Also find it fun that you drafted a Bruna and then pulled a Gisela from your prize pack. Nice, William. That's awesome. See what our opponent's going to do here. Skyship Plunderer. Go for a swamp. I want to say we want to go for a Rampaging Ferocity here and see what they got. I may have a Instant Scatter or a Supreme Will. They do not. That's great for us. We're going to hold the Harness Lightning in our hand in case they play another Kitesail Freebooter. I have no problem with just attacking here and paying some energy. Elliot, he did not have a counterspell. He might have a kill spell, though, for a Rampaging Ferocity. Alright. Three cards in our opponent's hand, so you're drawing into 4. Was still focused on Cut, forgot about a Braid. Gotcha, James. I mean, that's fair. Cut is a very good card as well. He had neither of those, Elliot. I feel like he's on fumes right now. I don't know what our opponent's doing. Maybe our opponent's trying to get into a Scarab God. They are black-blue. I just feel like this is trying to be a pirate deck with flying, so we'll see what happens. Ooh, Bontu's Last Reckoning. That is why. Okay. That does severely hurt them, though. A Bone Picker coming in here. We're going to Harness Lightning that. To shut them down for 2 turns, basically. If they had a Spell Pierce there, that would have been amazing. Maybe his hand is utter trash. Well, he did have a Bantu and a Bone Picker. We just had a better situation going on here. Let's get out a Glint Sleeve Siphoner, and then we're just going to pass it for a turn. Pick his bones! Alright, if Glint Sleeve survives this turn, which it will because of the mana situation that our opponent put themselves under, we will be able to draw some value. I have to say it's amusing to have your Bruna hit with a tap effect only to top deck a Whisper Weaver Angel. Yeah, that's fun. Dragon Skull Summit coming in here. Let's go for a Long Test Cup here. We're going to get in for 2 with the Glint Sleeve. Finally doing some damage on turn 7. We've been just battling it out with spells. Should have cut the picker. That is true. I just didn't want the bone picker to have any opportunities, but you're right. We probably should have just cut instead of harness lightning. Evolving Wilds for our opponent. I would say that's the more effective or more efficient route, is to use cut instead of harness lightning. Yeah, long game does favor me right now, Justin, especially with Glintsleeve on the battlefield. We'll be able to ramp into stuff. He pushed the Cub. Interesting pull there. I feel like you should have pushed the Glintsleeve Siphoner, unless you have a push. Well, cut is going to this bone picker. Alright, let's go for another 2 draw. Let's go for a cut on the bone picker here. They might have a counter. 1 card in hand, nothing in hand. We're going to go for a Hydra here, and then just get in for 2 again. Alright, getting in for 2, getting another energy, going up to 4. And we have a Fatal Push in hand. I think we've won this one, thanks to the second bone picker we've destroyed. We can Ribbons for 5, so Favorable Winds is a wasted card right now. 1 card in their opponent's hand. Probably not going to be a creature. Let's see if we can get in, how much we can get in this turn. See, we pay the 2. Yeah, we can still pay the mana, and whenever the Siphoner attacks, we can still pump the Hydra, correct? Going to 2, then 3, back up to 3. Yeah. But honestly, just like mana now. Or energy is fine too. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So close to being able to kill them this turn. Let's go for an Attune with Aether here. Get out a... looks like just a green mana. Get that out, get some more energy, and then we just attack out. Opponent asks why you put a Ribbons in the battlefield. No reason. Getting in here for 6. Going to save the energy for the next turn. Opponent down to 10. This turn we'll be able to win with Glintsleeve, Hydra, and the Ribbons if they don't have anything. I feel like that's probably game. Either way, this Jund list has done really well for us. There it is. Wow. We've done a complete 4-0 today. Very nice. Well, I would stay and do one more, but I think it's going to be time for us today. James, this list is awesome. I would recommend in the sideboard, or maybe even the main board, to use a Braids, maybe for the Harsh Mentor slot there. Maybe some more Doomfalls and or Vraska's Contempt instead of Doomfalls. I do think you have a poor matchup against the Hydra. I do think some Exiling would be great for the Scarab God. But besides that, man, James, this deck is amazing. Very, very good. Very solid. Very aggressive. And has all around a lot of good answers for a lot of different matchups. But yeah, thank you so much, James. If you liked the stream today, make sure to like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Quote, I would stay and do more, but I don't want to, end quote. Terran 2017. Elliot, I have things to do. People to see. You know, and I don't know, I can't really tell you anything else about that. But that is why, like, I'm moving the schedule next week on the 1st to a new stream schedule, so I can stream for longer without having to feel like I'm having to get off really quickly. So, thanks, guys. Great deck, liked, awesome, thank you. Dive Down might be good as well. I think it might be a little slow. That is a blue card as well, so I wouldn't say that. Maybe I think you're maybe thinking of Blossoming Defense. Terran's got to spend time with a new Gene. Wink, wink. Yeah, all those human sounds he makes. Important streams. Long stream, Terran. Exactly. Oh, man. Yeah, Vraska's Contempt, I think, would be a great card in this as well, Justin. Oh, man. This is fun, guys. I'm going to head out here. Enjoy your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the stream. Later.